Okay, we are going to react to Haminations.
Hi, I'm Bryson, and I have a lot of siblings. Naturally, I've already made videos about them and slandered their names.
Bro, slander their name. You don't want to know my name.
Don't worry, Mom and Dad will get their chance on the slander spotlight soon. In the meantime, I
Jesus Christ, you want to kill him.
decided to compile all my favorite stories about my siblings. Please enjoy the Sibling Saga. Hey, Brenner, if you jump off this cliff right now, I'll give you...
Why did I stop here? Why did I just keep going?
a penny.
A penny? That's what it was.
Oh. Hi, I'm Bryson, and a while ago I made a video about the times I almost died and the times I got hurt really bad. But that got me thinking about the other injuries in my family, and one sibling came to mind, one who had dodged the grasp of death more times than I can count, the sibling who had little to no
I
regard
can count. 1, 2. Never mind.
for his own mortality and would regularly hurt himself. The wild child, if you will. The youngest brother, Brenner.
No.
This is gonna be a long video,
Wait.
because Brenner gets injured a lot. I don't want to cut out good stories or do a part 2, so let's just sit down, relax, grab some popcorn, and laugh at my brother's pain. Now, almost all of Brenner's injuries were self-inflicted.
Did you laugh at your brother's pain? He literally uses a hammer to fix a little wooden. What is that for? Killing himself?
However, I think it's only right we start the video with Brenner's very first injury, the one he got from me.
Bro killed his own brother almost.
Brenner had recently been born, and my parents invited me into their room to say hi to my new baby brother. As I said hello to him, he reached out his hand and scratched my chest. Now, obviously, Brenner was just a baby. He had no control of his body and was just moving around. But my 4-year-old brain could not let this slide. How dare you? First, you come into my house, take my spot as the cute youngest child, and take all the attention from my parents? And now this? I offered you my hand in friendship, and you attacked me. You must pay recompense for your actions.
Hey, no, stop. Just calm down. Don't do it.
My parents tried to stop me, but it was too late. I reached out and scratched him back. He began to cry, and my parents put me in timeout. Little did Brenner know, his pain had just begun. Okay, in all seriousness, I felt really bad for what I did. Even now, I still regularly apologize to Brenner about it, but he can't even remember it, so he doesn't care. Brenner, my conscience has really been getting to me lately, and I'm so sorry about what I did.
Dude, that was 17 years ago. Can you just move on? I forgive you, okay?
Thank you. I love you, Brenner. I'm so glad I could get that off my chest. Remember in my pain video where my brother Brody slammed the door in my fingers? Yeah. Apparently that experience runs in the family. Brody walked through a door as a young Brenner was sticking his fingers in the hinges, and Brody slammed the door again. Brenner's fingers bent every which way.
If I had a nickel for every time I slammed a sibling's fingers in the door, I'd have 2 nickels. That isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Luckily, Brenner's fingers didn't break, and the doctors fixed him up. Feel better soon, buddy, and don't get into any more trouble.
I will make no such promises.
One time, me and Brenner were playing tag, and rather than be tagged by me, he jumped into a busy street and a car barely avoided him. I guess Brenner was more willing to die than lose at tag. Would you rather die a terrible death or...
Definitely death.
Wait, you didn't hear the other option?
Death.
I genuinely don't know why he is so accident-prone, but this next story was no accident. You know how sometimes your mom has a really good friend, so she decides to make you hang out with her friend's children, but you don't like them? Yeah. When I was younger, my mom sent me and Brenner to play with the neighbor kids, Jake and Steven. The main reason I didn't like Jake was because he said, "Your sister is so hot." Brittany was 8.
Shut up for a moment, okay? There's a literal human looking at me. Wait, hold on. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Okay, wait a moment, please. I gotta kill somebody. You little crap. You haven't done anything. You haven't done anything. Okay, Back to business.
Jake and I were 8. Have you considered shutting up? Anyways, I spent the day tolerating Jake's shenanigans, but eventually I hid from him on the front porch and watched Brenner and Steven play in the front yard. Come here, Brenner, I want to show you something. Brenner walked up to him, Steven grabbed his hand, reached into his pocket, and pulled out a pair of scissors and started cutting Brenner's fingers.
Stop!
I ran over to them to check on Brenner. His fingers were bleeding and he was crying. I slapped the scissors out of Steven's hand, grabbed him by the arm, and forced him inside to his mouth. Hey, Steven just cut Brenner's fingers with scissors. Oh, Steven.
Bruh.
What? That's it? I was shocked. Call my mom right now so she can pick us up. We're leaving. We left and Brenner's fingers healed just fine. But still, that reaction from the mom was not okay. Luckily, I never had to go to that family's house again. Reminds me of another time Brody was really young and another boy was punching him. My mom took the kid to his mom and told her that his son was hitting Brody. And all she did was say, "Soft hands, Hunter." I mean, come on, soft hands? How about punishing your kid for hitting a stranger?
You clearly don't know how to discipline children. Here, I'll show you how it's done.
A lot of Brenner's injuries were caused by him wanting to grow up fast and to keep up with his older brothers. For example,
My turn. Bryson doesn't need training wheels on his bike, so neither do I. Let me try.
but one time, Brenner tried to set a trend that the other brothers would follow, and the consequences were severe. This next story is the real reason I made this video. I'm honestly still surprised that Brenner survived this. It was bad. In our basement, we had a tall exercise machine that looked like this. Brenner decided that he wanted to climb it and jump off it onto our beanbag for fun. However, this time it went horribly wrong. Brenner pushed the beanbag close to the machine, climbed up, and jumped headfirst with the same regard for his life that a Minecraft player has when seeing one block of water at the bottom of a cliff. Part of the beanbag covered the exercise bench, which extended out, hiding the big metal part underneath. Brenner thought that since there was part of the beanbag there, it would be soft. But his head slammed through the beanbag into the metal part, and he split his forehead wide open. Mom and Brittany came running into Brenner crying with blood all over him. They freaked out and dashed him out of the house to take him to the hospital. I only caught a glimpse of him as they ran out, but I could tell it was bad. Brittany and Mom later told me that they could see Brenner's skull through the gash in his head. My dad sent me to a friend's house so they could watch me while my parents took care of Brenner. I remember sitting on their stairs, terrified that I'd never see Brenner again. God, please hear my prayer. If you make Brenner be okay, I promise I'll never be mean to him again.
Delicious taste and a
There's nothing. Come on, get out of this! You still win!
surprising toy. Surprise them back with Kinder Joy.
That's what I do. Do that to your phone every time you break an ad.
At the hospital, since Brenner was so accident-prone, they kept pointing to cuts on his head that were from previous shenanigans. Is this cut old or new?
No.
Is this cut old or new? Is this old or new?
Yeah.
Finally, my sister was like,
The gaping gash on his forehead, that is new. Forget the rest of it, fix that.
somehow the doctors patched him up. I think they even had a plastic surgeon involved in fixing his head. When I next saw Brenner, he was up on his feet with 25 stitches in his head. But he was okay. Phew! I thought you were gonna die, Brenner. I'm so glad you're okay.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Anyway.
Why would he do that? You know what? Screw this. I know one. Right. Oh, look! Bird effect.
We've got new merch. A Bryson Elf on the Shelf plushie with a reindeer ham, ham socks, and ham pajamas. Or as I like to call them, pajam.
It's not the dad jokes anymore. Don't even try to make the dad jokes, idiot.
us. Get it? They're all super comfy and make for great stocking stuffers. All of these are available separately and in cool bundles with limited edition Black Friday discounts. Go check out the store using the link in the description and get yours in time for the holidays.
Hey, Bryson, look over here. I've got a toy for you.
No, look over here. I've got a snack for you.
Whoa, he's looking at both of us.
Should we get him checked out?
Meh, he's probably fine.
Hi, I'm Bryson, and today I'm finally gonna fulfill a promise I made 6 years ago.
Also, my eyes are kind of messed up. I'll talk about it in a future video. But anyways,
Okay, that's enough of that. Now, I know what you must be thinking. Why did it take you 6 years to finally talk about this? And to that, I say, I don't know. Get off my case, dude. You're not my dad. Our story begins 23 years ago. My mom was pregnant, and she, my dad, and all my siblings were hoping for a girl, since she had had 2 boys in a row. Then, much to everyone's disappointment, she had another boy. Me! Little did they know, the disappointments were just getting started. Before I could even speak, my parents noticed some issues.
Why do his eyes look like that?
My left eye would drift. Sometimes I'd be wall-eyed, and sometimes I'd be cross-eyed. I think this baby is a dud. Send it back and get a new one. There's even a family photo of me wearing Mr. Potato Head glasses.
I think he's trying to tell us something.
In fact, there are a lot of goofy pictures of little me. Look at that. Not a thought behind those eyes. Eventually, my parents took me to the eye doctor and ran some tests.
Look here, buddy. Follow the pen. Yep, just like that. Okay, all done. Have a lollipop. Yeah, his left eye's looking a little lazy. There's a few things we can do to try and fix it.
Chicken oil all you want para solong kain. Yan ang kain ng inasal.
Feeling bloated na naman?
Hello, it's Tatay Atay. Your liver helps build your immunity.
Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do to fix his critically low IQ, though.
They tried putting a patch over my good eye so that the left one would pick up the slack, and they tried prescription glasses with a stronger lens on the left side. Neither worked very well. Plus, I didn't like wearing them because I'm not a nerd. Welcome back to Top 10 Things That Aren't True.
Ito po. Ayun na.
Kay tita yun. May tumatawag sa'yo. Seika.
Cellphone. May mami ko po. Nandyan sa'yo? Kay mami. Ay. Sino yung tumatawag po? Sino yung tumatawag po, mami? Ay, tita.